Alright, so 2-minute Tanya tidbit for today. So in yesterday's Tanya, we explained the idea that there's two types of people. One who serves God and one who doesn't serve God. We explained that the idea of someone who serves God is talking about a Beinoni. He constantly needs to struggle to fight to be able to serve God. But then there's someone who doesn't serve God. Now we're not talking about a Russia, but rather we're talking about a tzaddik over here, who doesn't currently have to fight to struggle to serve God, because everything just comes naturally to him. Today's Tanya, we're going to say these two categories of someone who serves, actively fighting to serve God, versus someone who doesn't actively have to fight to serve God, is also two categories within a Beinoni as well. There's a person who's a Beinoni who constantly has to struggle and have all the desires and temptations, disturbances from his serving God, and he's someone who's called someone who serves God. But there could also be a Beinoni who doesn't currently need to serve God. Now that could be because naturally he doesn't have the natural desires to be able to be distracted. He's someone who's very serious, so naturally he's very focused on learning Torah. So he's not someone who's called not serving God because he does sins, God forbid. He's a wicked person, a rasha. No, we're talking here about a Beinoni. He does everything he's supposed to. He does all the mitzvahs say that God desires, and he doesn't go against God in any way. His mouth is constantly saying the words of Torah, and he's always learning Torah. But it could be that he's a serious person who naturally enjoys learning Torah, so it's just not a challenge for him. So it could be someone who's cold to the sexual arousals and disturbances and distractions, or from any other desires in this world. It could be he just doesn't desire them. He's naturally cold to these things. So he doesn't have to struggle constantly to be able to serve God. It's just something which comes natural to him, and so it's easy to him. And therefore he's called someone who doesn't actively serve God, because right now he doesn't have to struggle in order to serve God. There's also someone who could be that he originally had to fight. He had to struggle to be able to serve God. He had these temptations. But after time, you get used to it. You learn more and more. You don't need to have this anymore. And therefore, you're able to rely on your natural love within you, which means that in order to overcome a challenge, you have to arouse a deep level of God, of love for God, because you have disturbances. So you need to have a revealed thing in your brain, a revealed love for God that's able to burn your heart up, that you should be totally consuming godliness and not go after these other things. But if you're just naturally doing what comes easy to you, you can just rely on the natural love which we all Jewish people have, and therefore it's a natural thing by you, so you could just serve God easily. And so this person who either started off that he never had these desires, or someone who got used to it. He started learning a little bit and he got over them temptations, and he fought until he got used to it and it wasn't a challenge anymore. It becomes second nature. For him, he doesn't actively need to struggle now either, and therefore for him he's able to rely on this natural love which he has. So this is also called someone who doesn't serve God. See you next time.